Back to the desert we go. There's something here. Wait, what? Oh, how do you zoom in? Trying to. Okay, that's the closest I can zoom in. Oh, it's over this way.
Excuse me. Is it true there's been trouble with crystals of late?
You've heard, then?
I've heard rumors.
Damn thieves. Pilfering the crystals that were meant to fill our cups and light our stoves. Us common folk have hardly had a shard to share between us these last few moons. And it isn't as if we can buy them on the black market either. Whoever's taking them, they aren't sharing.
Do you have a moment?
Depends what for.
Just a question. Dalamil seems to be thriving compared to the other villages I came through on the way. Is there a reason for that?
Well, we're a stone's throw from Drake's Fang for one. The soldiers guarding the Mother Crystal and the shipments need a place to spend their hard-earned gil. The men of the Rock throw their money about like there's no tomorrow.
Is that so? Well, thank you. Don't let me keep you from your work any longer.
Sorry, I had to read a text message really quick. Let's move on to Numino Thrace.
Needed to a silken soft.
You wouldn't believe how much he gave me. What can I do for you, soldier? Need that sword polishing?
I'm not a soldier.
Ugh, then be off with you. I serve the men of the Rock and the men of the Rock only.
You have an agreement with them?
Don't be stupid. I just know which side my bread is buttered. Don't want to be stuck under some pauper when they come knocking, with pockets deeper than Zemeckis and an urge to empty them. No, just leave, will you? Before you scare them off.
I think I'm starting to get an idea of what's been going on. I wonder if Uncle Byron's learned anything of use.
Let's find
He'll
out.
probably be back at the inn by now.
The inn? Where's the inn at? Was that where we were before and we had that big fight?
You two can live like a
Probably. I don't recall. This is outside. Wait. Yo, where you at, Uncle? That's outside to the desert. We don't want
Why
that.
is the tavern shut?
It's you, the one who broke all our furniture. What do you want? Haven't you caused enough trouble already?
I'm looking for my pal. Have you seen him?
The gentleman who was with you? Yes, he's upstairs, but...
Thank you. I'll go and fetch him.
Sorry, I had to really quickly... Hey, actually... What is going on right now? This is... This is really weird. That was weird. I don't know what was happening there. Something with my mic settings or whatever. I noticed.
What was all that crashing and banging about before?
The finest fabric, fresh from the capital.
Alright, where you at, Byron? Says quest destination nearby.
It would make a fine...
Needed to a silken
What's
softness.
this? Once you go flat.
Like
Okay then. Whatever that means.
Plates and pots!
Silver platters.
Sticks
Hanging
and stones will
lanterns,
break your
people
bones.
knocking on your door.
Where's Byron at? I cannot find Byron to save my life. Dude, why is the sun in my eyes all of a sudden? It's like 7 o'clock. The sun is like still out in my area. The sun goes down at like 9 o'clock my area, but suddenly the sun just starts shining in my face because I'm like, my window's like to my right. I'm like right next to my air condition. Not right next to, but pretty close to my air condition. And I suddenly just see the sun's glare on like the side of my eye. Or at least I feel it. It's probably about to be sunset, maybe that's why.
Greet you.
Will this suffice as a deposit?
By the sands. That's a black pearl.
One of the many treasures in my collection that I would be only too happy to part with, should you give me reason to do so.
All right. I'm sure that we can come to an agreement, but not here.
What are you doing, Uncle?
Yo, what's up, Uncle Byron? I almost called you Uncle Sid. I keep wanting to say Sid every time. I'm used to having Sid, man. I miss Sid.
Care to explain why you're giving gifts to Kupka's men?
Bait, my boy. One cannot catch one's prey without it. And I do believe I've snagged us quite the quarry. I started by asking around the markets as to where I might purchase crystals. I had no luck, of course. It's forbidden to trade in such things. But my uncharacteristic indiscretion just happened to attract the attention of those uniformed ruffians. They took me aside and said they could procure the crystal I sought if I proved I could pay for it.
So the pearl was your proof?
I thought they'd ask for more. A second-rate specimen like that would only fetch 500,000 or so. A small price to pay for admittance to the underworld. But enough about my little act of subterfuge. What did you discover?
That the supply of crystals has dried up of late. And some people seem to think they're being stolen. Meanwhile, members of Kupka's private guard have been spending money all over town. I'll wager those soldiers you've been talking to have been siphoning off crystals meant for elsewhere, and pocketing the profits.
I'll wager you're right.
We'll meet with them then, just as you arranged, and put an end to the trouble Lubor spoke of.
Ha! That preening popinjay thought this would be difficult. It just goes to show one should never underestimate a Rosfield. We'll soon wipe that smirk off his face. I arranged to meet with the soldiers in a secluded corner of the Velcroy, far from prying eyes.
The perfect place for a spot of double dealing.
I trust I can count on your support, if things turn sour.
Of course.
Let me treat you.
I need a drink.
I don't know why my mic, like, I'm looking at the monitor on my Streamlabs, and like, sometimes when I'm not talking, it looks like it's picking something up, but I don't know what that can be. Because I'm not in a super quiet environment, but like, I mean, I'm in my room, and I don't hear anything super loud that's like getting caught in my mic. It's really weird. It's throwing me off, because like, I see like a little... Like, normally the way Streamlabs works is, I have it set where I can see where, when I talk, I see the audio coming in, and if it's in the yellow, that means my voice is heard pretty well, but I see it going off when I'm not talking, which is really strange. So I can only hope, I mean, like, if it's no big deal, if no one hears anything, then that's fine. Maybe it's just maybe it's just a fluke and like something's getting caught, but the rest of the game is like covering it up. I don't know. But it's worrying me a little bit, not gonna lie. I don't think it's anything to worry about. I hope not. It shouldn't be a big deal, let's hope. Where am I going? Oh, I'm going to the desert, so I gotta find a way up there. Go. I don't hear anything besides the game in your commentary. Okay, so I'm not gonna worry about it. As long as you don't hear anything, then I am not going to worry about it. It's strange though, but like, I mean, if you don't hear anything, then I believe you. It is weird though, but I mean, if it's not a problem for anyone watching, then that's all that really matters, I guess. To be honest. That's all I really care about. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't have the most expensive mic in the world, but that's mostly because my channel isn't... Let's be real, my channel is not the biggest, so I didn't invest in a super high quality mic. My mic is good enough where I sound okay, my content is viewable, and my voice is not terrible. And I'm clear. So, you know, that gets the job done for me. Maybe in like, I don't know, a few months from now, a few years from now, I'll invest in another mic. This is my second mic of all like my streaming. I had one mic before and now I have another. This is the second mic I've gone through. My first mic was not so good. It was like not the worst, but it wasn't like, it was okay. But my previous mic from that one to the one I'm using now, it's night and day. It's night and day, but the first mic wasn't like terrible. It was enough, you know, for like starting out. This one isn't like perfect, but I mean like it's been getting the job done okay. Maybe I'll get into another one like a few months from now, maybe a year from now, who knows. It depends if this one starts to break on me or like not work, but so far it's working out pretty well, I think. It's tough because like the thing with microphones is, if you higher the output sensitivity, then you're risking... Because again, I said how I don't have the loudest mic, but if I up everything else, then that means the background noise is going to be increased as well. So, it's tough.
I'll take it from here.
Setting up mics is tricky. It's honestly like my least favorite thing from doing content creation. I hate doing it. I do it enough where I'm heard and the game is heard, and that's about it. Like, I don't have the best audio settings out there, but it's enough for people to view and get enjoyment out of. I hope, at least.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord. You've brought your contribution?
All the silver and stones I could scrape together at such short notice?
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed upon, yes? If you've no objections, I'd like to see the crystal.
Of course. Right this way, my lord.
Not bad at all. You weren't lying about the clarity. But what of security? If I were to be stopped on the road, what guarantee have I that it wouldn't be seized as property of the Republic?
Because these crystals are no longer the property of the Republic. You're not buying from us. You're buying from them.
And we have no more jurisdiction here than you, my lord. But we have ships, and will gladly deliver to a port of your choosing, now that our price has been met.
Royalists, eh? What brings you here?
Why, to collect their share of Drake's Fang's blessing, of course. Our nations are allies, and so they are entitled to a portion of the Mother Crystal's bounty. And, being such good friends, we elected to increase that portion and share the benefits. And now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Waloed, we are duty-bound not to interfere, no matter where they might happen to end up next.
Did you get all that? They're in cahoots!
So it would seem.
My lord, what is the meaning of this?
Double-crossing dogs. They're not here to do business. Kill them. Kill them both.
Time for murder. Clive is used to this, dude. Hey, guess what? Wind up. Behold the Rock. Dwayne the Rock Johnson, etc. Hey, Phoenix Wings, go. Hey, Torgal, go beat up that enemy. I should also add Garuda back. I miss using Garuda. Oh, there's a healer here? Nah, dude, nah. We gotta get rid of that healer. I don't know where they are. I should probably look for them. Alright, well that did it. Phoenix Shift, go. Oh, hello. I didn't mean to aggro to you, but I did. Or not aggro, but warp to you. Nice, nice, nice. Ba, 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 bum. New enemies approach. Where do you think you're going? You're dying, that's where. Going to hell, purgatory, whatever. Is it though? Torgal, go. Oh, you guys got a chocobo? Some evil chocobo here? No, you don't. Ambrosia is better. And wind it up. Oh, that didn't work? Why?
Unless you're all ready.
I gotta get better at the timing for the Titan shield. Although I haven't really been trying all that much anyway. I should use it like more often. This should get me level 32. Dude, the level rate's like insanely slow in this game. Like we're like 26 hours in around. I don't think we're 30 hours in. We're over 20 hours, somewhere between 20 and 30 hours. And we're only level 32. And surely we're mostly through the game, I would assume.
That wasn't too bad. How'd you like my performance, huh? I've often played the villain on the stage. I think I did the role justice. Don't you?
Greybeard, you were magnificent. The battle scene was particularly thrilling. Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience, but perhaps that's for the best.
How long have you been watching?
Long enough to witness your uncle's sordid transaction. I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so thoroughly, buying one's way into the confidence of degenerates. Ingenious.
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men of the Rock taking crystals meant for the common folk and conspiring with the royalists. Well, now it's over.
Indeed it is. The people of Dalamil had scarcely any means of redress against Kupka's men, let alone a foreign army. Until you two came along, that is. Well, we'd better get these crystals back to town. You won't mind waiting with them while I fetch a wagon. It occurs to me that I still don't know your name.
Clive.
So, Sid the Second is a Clive. I suppose it could have been worse. Well, Clive, you held up your end of the bargain, so I must do the same. Passage through the South Gate, was it not? To tell the truth, you've helped a little there too. Many of the guards have already been redeployed to deal with the issue of their missing comrades. And those left behind have been encouraged to look the other way should you attempt to pass through.
Thank you. And please allow me to cover your costs. You still have the purse I gave to the soldiers, I trust? I saw you pluck it from one of the bodies.
Oh, dear. Was I really so obvious?
And my name is not Greybeard. It is Lord Byron Rosfield, thank you very much.
No, thank you very much, Greybeard.
Of all the... Ugh!
Here, wear this.
What's he mean could be worse? You're the one with the weird name, Lubor.
A friend of mine who sees you with it shall be a friend of yours.
Thank you, Lubor.
And please, feel free to send one of my Stoluses back to your people. Tell them that Rosina Dalamil is back in bed with Sid.
Okay then. Oh, Owl. It's Hoodle. From Tales of Arise. Never mind, that's not Hoodle. I just wanted to reference Tales of Arise.
I'm trusting you, Sid. Or should I say, Clive. So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold.
Sure thing, dude.